Hey everybody, it's Patricia Love, your life's cheerleader, and
Coach Christine Morgan.
Hey Christine, how are you today?
Good, thanks Patricia.
Well, we're on our second leg of accountability, and again, I'm going to reiterate that I hope everybody, first off, from the last video, that maybe you've been creating some goals, doing some personal accountability for yourself, creating some goals, setting some timelines, some deadlines, and make sure you start doing that. But this video, we're going to be actually talking about accountability, having other people hold you accountable. And I know that I think this can be a little scary for people, because it's scary because when they put it out there, then it's like, oh my God, I might actually have to do this. So that's what we're talking about today. And yes, that's exactly what we're trying to do, is that when we release it from our mouth and it goes out into the universe and you've actually told somebody about it, then there's probably a good chance that that person might say, well, how's that going? And so that's what accountability is, right?
It is.
You want to talk a little bit about accountability as far as on the outside?
Yeah, and it's accountability is a really important part of the ultimate formula for happiness, because we need help. We need help acknowledging the stuff going on with us. We need help letting things go and forgiving. We need help changing to a positive mindset. And that's the real key with accountability, is that we need help from other people to stay on that path that we are deciding that we want to be on.
Yeah, and it's a scary thing, and I want to just bring up that actually the things you've been learning prior to this and the other parts of the formula, if you've been practicing and doing it like we suggested, that accountability sometimes is just fearful that you're putting it out there, fearful that, oh my God, I might actually have to do this. This is stepping out of the box a little bit for some people. And so sometimes you can just tell somebody that you a confidant, or sometimes maybe tell somebody that maybe you don't feel it will judge you in case you make a mistake, or maybe you didn't quite get that done on time. The whole idea of accountability is, yes, to help hold you and guide you, I think is maybe a better word than, like, oh, you didn't do that, bad girl, or bad guy, because we don't want to make you feel bad, but we also need to have some accountability too.
That's really important, because I think in our lives, the word accountability has really kind of correlated with punishment.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble if I don't do this. And once I tell somebody, they're going to judge me if I don't accomplish it. And so it's really important to think about who you are going to build this accountability relationship with. It has to include a spirit of non-judgment, and it has to be for you, not for the other person to get to, oh, where's your checklist? I want to. Exactly. That's not what true accountability is. Accountability is acceptance of who you are and encouragement about where you want to go.
Exactly. And so we really wanted to chat about that a little bit, because I know this is a very scary part for people to do. And sometimes, okay, so maybe you don't want to reach out to a friend, but maybe you can find a small little mastermind where there's other people that also want to be held accountable a little bit, whereas nobody's really judging, and maybe you can meet, even on a phone or a conference call once a week to just kind of see where you're at, and maybe you slipped up that week, but they go, okay, well, that's okay. So, but they're all the same mindset. So that's another option, besides just having one friend. If you feel like you maybe want to meet with other people, and there's a lot of different places you can go. I mean, there's meetups that people have accountable. You can go online, and there's meetups in all different towns and such. And so you can even create your own meetup for an accountability if you want to, and kind of lead it. And that's kind of fun too. And so that's just another thought or an idea. Another one is get a coach, get a mentor, a one-on-one person that actually we'll make you accountable, because both of us are coaches. But maybe you hire somebody, and because maybe you feel like that's the only way I'm going to do this is if I hire somebody to do it. And gosh, that's a great way to do it. When I started in real estate, I actually got a mentor, and the mentor was, and I actually had to give some money. I actually had to give some money up on some transactions and the stuff that I was doing. But this mentor was one of the top mentors, and it was worth every penny, because it made me who I am today, and it made me a very good real estate agent. It made me a good realtor because she taught me everything I knew, and I felt she held me accountable. She said, no, this is how you do this, or this is what you should do. And it was such a great experience, and it was worth every dime. So it actually made me make a lot more money. Yeah. So paying somebody to sometimes, have a coach or a mentor once a week or twice a week or whatever you want or whatever you can do really is worth it. And I will say that very, very highly. Christine, I know that you can recommend, and maybe you have a story too.
Oh, well, sure. I think that you've mentioned two things that are really good points about accountability. And one of them is having a shared goal or a shared vision really helps reduce any judgment. So a mastermind, that kind of thing, where you're all working on something similar, there's a camaraderie that's built there, and an understanding. And then if you connect with a person who is professionally objective, like a coach, then that creates an air of safety too, that a coach doesn't care whether or not you achieve the goals, honestly. It's about helping you find the reasons to keep going and to encourage the movement towards your goals. But the goals are yours. They don't belong to the coach.
It's always interesting, because when I have a mentor or when I have a coach or something like this, it's not that I also don't want to disappoint. So I actually work a little harder at trying to get it done. And I think that even though I know they're not going to judge me, because that's not their job, but it also pushes me a little bit, pushes me out the boxes a little bit, like, okay, I've got to meet with my mentor. I got to meet with my coach. Did I do my goals? And so it does help you, because maybe those aren't that hard of goals. And that's why, again, if you go back to our first part of setting your own personal goals, as far as personal accountability on the other video we talked about, is when you create those goals, maybe you just create them smaller so you can accomplish them too. So, but having a mentor and a coach, I can't recommend that higher. That is a big deal. And any money that you spend, you will get it back fivefold. Trust me, and it really does work. And I'm really on that. So
and having a mentor is it's that extra layer of somebody who's been through the exact thing you're wanting to do. Coaches they can help you along, but the goals are yours. And a coach typically isn't an expert in your field, but a mentor is. And so that can be a really powerful lesson. Like, they can share their stories and their lessons and things like that. So
absolutely. Yeah, we learn from other people, and a lot of times we have similar stories, and sometimes it just makes you feel like you're not alone.
That is the good thing about accountability systems. That really is. It's that connection that we make with other people, and that it's support, and it's about not being alone. You're not alone in it.
It is. And I can't, it's so easy for all of us to just get in our own little place. We go to work, we come home, we cook dinner, we do the same thing the next day. And it's really great to have somebody or something to absolutely help you, encourage you to maybe live your life a little bit more to the fullest. Maybe build your business a little bit more, or to be a little bit happier, or to maybe learn to get rid of some baggies that we have. Life is really growing, and we're here for such a short time that I would love for everybody to learn to be uncomfortable just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit. And because whenever you're uncomfortable, you're constantly growing. And now I'm actually thrive on being uncomfortable. And it's like, well, again, but then I know I'm growing. So I just encourage everybody to get, accountability buddy, get an accountability mastermind, or get a mentor or a coach, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing business or it's personal, get a coach. And then the other thing, the last thing I'd like to just mention is I talked about before, is keep success in mind. Keep the success at that end. Realize that you have a goal. Put something out there. Put something up on the wall that's a goal, so that you have something to look forward to. I believe that we all have to have something to look forward to, because that actually helps me get my goals towards something. Because even if it's a trip, even if I got to save money for a trip, at least I have something to look forward to, and it makes it creates it to be fun. You have to say, oh, I'm going to go on a trip, or I'm going to do this, or make more money, or I'm going to be better at this. It just creates something that's you can look forward to. So, do you have any last words on this accountability, Christine?
No, I think you've hit it. That's exactly what we need. And when we set those goals and we can share them with other people who accept us for who we are and encourage us to continue on our path, that's happiness. That's happiness.
And I know that both Christine and I are supportive. And so if we can help anybody, please don't hesitate to contact us. We're your best supporters. So, all right, guys, I want everybody to go out and have a fabulous day. And what are you going to do? Get accountability. Work on some goals. You believe. We believe. All right, guys. See you later. Bye, Christine.
Bye.